Hi, universe darlings. I am testing out a new sort of method with the lighting. I normally use the ring light and it faces me, but this time it's actually backed away so the room illuminates while still trying to illuminate the back lights. I know I forgot to turn it on in the last one. You probably noticed that discrepancy. I'm using these different microphones as well. I'm trying not to get them in the shot, but I'm trying to get them even so you can hear me even on both sides. Okay, so I'm trying this out, because the Rhodes, I'm trying to see how I sound loud spoken instead of just the Blue Yeti, which I normally put here, instead of just using the camera mic. I don't want it to be unprofessional. I still like to put quality in my videos. But anyway, that's besides the point. Just thought I'd shout that out real quick. If you see me snacking, drinking something at the same time, don't mind me. I'm just going to be editing that part out. If there's something in my teeth, I can't help it, okay? I'm just doing this when I have time. I like to do tarot when I'm alone. You know that. I like to just get the energy going in the room, have my peace and my privacy, okay? This time I'm going to use 2 decks, okay? I was going to use a third, but I don't want to overdo it now for the first time. But for the first time ever, I'm going to use this deck, the black and white, and this deck by Amanda Hall, okay? And I'm using this to get more of a in-depth reading for you, because I love details. I love hearing details. I'm sure you do too, so you want to know more, right? This is going to be a pick a card reading for 5 years ahead in your future, and these are my absolute favorites because they're so insightful, they're so informative about what you have to look forward to, how you can get there, what sort of things will push you to progress where you need to be in life. So 5 years is short, but it is a long time for a lot of events to happen. I'm only 24 now, but when I look at, let's round it up. Let's say I'm 25, okay? I'm close, okay? This coming September. Let's say I look at it in 5 sections. 25 by 5, right, is 5. So from 0 to 5 years old, huge difference from 5 to 10, okay? The school and the growth, immense difference, okay? From even 5 to 10 to 10 to 15, humongous difference. Different thoughts, different actions, ways of speaking. You're more looked at as an adult almost by the time you're 15, almost. 10 to 15 and 15 to 20. Oh my God, you already have a job. You probably already have your own apartment. Compared to when you were 10 and still sucking on your thumbs, I'm just saying. 15 to 20 and 20 to 25 may not be that big of a difference, but it still is. You're not in school anymore, perhaps. You're employed, own place. Jesus, you're thinking differently about your future. You're more serious. You're not in those teenage bad years anymore. Okay, so let's say you're watching me and you're 45 years old and you're thinking, okay, Tony, I don't see a difference right now compared to when I was 30. I'm still stuck. I'm still in the same situation. I'm still in the same place. I'm still in the same crappy job. I'm still living paycheck to paycheck, or, I'm still dealing with the same stupid boyfriend, or, Okay. But in between all of that, when you look from 30 years old to 45, and I'm going to leave a timetable for my big mouth talking. I know you maybe want me to get to the point, skip to the point you want if you don't want to listen. It'll be in the description. But there has to be some major difference from 30 to 45. And I'm sure you can think of one. And don't say something negative like, oh my God, I have so many more wrinkles now. Okay. So do I. We all do. Think more in terms of your development, your spiritual growth. Okay, that can be that bingo for some of you. Okay, you definitely don't have the same amount of wisdom at 45 as you did at 30. And I dare you to hit dislike if you disagree with me. Okay, so That's my point here. There's a lot of useful information you may learn from this, even if you don't necessarily believe in the tarot. At least I can maybe find something within you that I'm speaking today that you can agree upon and say, okay, maybe I don't agree with the 9 things he said, but that one thing he said really stuck with me and I can learn something today from that. And that's why I do these, okay? You don't necessarily have to believe in the metaphysical, or me for the matter. Heck, sometimes I don't even trust myself with some things, so why should you believe me, right? So, but if you can absorb some information today, then I've done my job, okay? And this is not even my job. This is what I do for fun. I don't get paid doing this. This is like, what I get paid doing this is like $5, $10, okay? Not even. So I'm just literally doing this out of the kindness of my heart. That's why I say, if you want to donate to my PayPal, I do have that option there. I think it's in the description. I'm not sure if I put it there. Anyway, but many, many millions of other ways to support me. Buy my ASMR albums, my Patreon, and merch, whatever. Okay, that's up to you, free will. But I do this because I enjoy it. I love it. It's not about pay to me. So anyway, I've been stuck at the same subscriber number on this channel for the past century. So it's not about that. I just love tarot, okay? If I can make it into something, cool. If not, cool. I'm still going to do it. Peace. All right, so now that I've got to my point, I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to focus on the cards with the camera separately. So this is going to be a cute little edited video for y'all, okay? Okay, I'm putting in the work. Before, I was like starting the vlogs, like, hold on, let me hit record, and you actually see that part. Now I'm just like all serious about it. And I know some of you missed the vlogs, but maybe I should live stream this. No, I can't. Internet sucks. I gotta ask my internet company to boost it. You know how much I pay for just internet and TV alone? I don't even watch the dang TV. Oh, it's too much. We're in a recession right now, y'all. Okay, don't even get me started. Let's not talk about that. Let's bring our vibration, let's bring our energy into a peaceful state. No matter what's going on with the wall, no matter what's going on in the world, let's try to pull ourselves together and come as a unity. Doesn't matter your political belief, doesn't matter your nationality, doesn't matter what you believe in, doesn't matter where you come from. We're all equals on this earth living the same existence, okay? And if you don't agree with me with that, then find something else to agree with me on, because I ain't gonna argue with you today. Alright, so I'm gonna shuffle the big boy cards. I love this deck so much. If you guys don't know, I went all the way to Sarasota, Florida, to buy these. Shout out to that one lady, she's always kind, working the front desk. Pixie Dust, I think the name is. It's in downtown, near central Sarasota, Florida. Oh my god, I go to that place when I can. Shout out to them, okay? And always, there's this one guy in the front that's always kind, offering readings or a massage. Very peaceful people, okay? Now I'm going to shuffle this deck. And we're going to pull out from the top for this pick a card. And I saw the number 4 in my head. Something told me 4. So I'm going to put 4 different pick a cards, okay? And we're just going to do it. I just like going with the flow, going with my feeling. I'm not overthinking these videos. I'm not, putting any extra, just natural. That's how things in life flow the best. If you force some, if you think too much, if you, it blocks. It creates a blockage. So I don't want to block you guys from receiving info. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Whatever. I'm just happy to do this. I'm not God. I'm not saying I'm the only reader that's right. No one else. Ignore them. No. Do you know how many readers I listen to? Then I can definitely say many have been spot on and many have been wrong. And those that have been spot on are also wrong. It's like a math test. You can't get all the answers right. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put these 4 down. And it's not about that anyway. It's just about sharing the love, sharing the message. If it comes through, it comes through. If not, am I going to... I'm glad most of you are understanding what tarot is and not ignorant. There's some that still say, like, Someone said once that it's like, what are you're 20 something years old. What are you still doing playing with shuffling cards? That made me so mad. I don't know why. I don't usually let comments get to me, but that made me so mad. It made me feel like down, like I'm worthless. Like, no, that's not what that's about, okay? Or like you're witchcraft. You're a witch. So I'm like, okay. All right, let's stop. I have got to stop. Guys, I'm learning. I'm growing still. I'm still growing spiritually. I'm still growing with you. I'm still learning. Please let me know in the comments. Stop me when I get too far, because I can overthink too, okay? And I don't like to bring that energy. See how I brought in those negative comments? I try not to bring that in my space, but sometimes I let things out in videos because I guess I don't like doing that in my ASMR channel. That's why I did the vlogs, and then I realized it was unhealthy because people were criticizing, and I took those criticisms to heart, and then it just got to a big mess. So let me know if it's too much sometimes that I talk. I was just talking about the wall and whatever. I didn't go in depth, but just the fact that I mentioned it could trigger some people. So I don't want to do that. So if that bothers you, please let me know. I'll stop. Please, please, please. I want to be respectful. I want to be kind, because at the end of the day, you're providing to me as I try to do for you. You're still my audience. So I got to respect you guys. I can't just keep going on, and then you guys are like, okay, I'm clicking away or I'm done. I gotta understand what you guys like. So please be honest with me in the comments and let me know if it's too much, and I can shut up and I can just not bring it up. I can just strictly talk about tarot or whatever. If you like it, if you want me to be myself, and which I'm gonna continue to do regardless, but in a different mannerism where I'm not so outspoken, like on the vlogs, for example. Okay, again, timetable below. Gosh, I'm so sorry if some of you had to hear all this. All right, so I have 4 cards here laid out on the table, and I will angle now and show you which cards are for you. You can choose 1, you can choose 2, 3, all 4, whatever. That's the message for you. Okay, there's all 4 cards. I might have to actually... I'm so sorry you have to see my hideous table. I have to put some special wood oil on it. Kind of got damaged from the rain. It's not dirty, I promise. I cleaned it. But anyway, here's card number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Excuse my chewing. I'm eating some shrimp chips. Okay, so you may pause this and pick out whichever you feel most drawn and connected to, and we'll get started. All right, let's get started. So if you picked... move these aside. If you picked card deck numero uno, number 1. There's 4 cards in each 4 card slot. Okay, so 1 big, 1 small. Okay, 1 big, 1 small, 1 big, 1 small. All right, so we have 5 years ahead. Let's see here. The Magician, the 9 of Cups, the World, and Strength. And I was not going to do reverse, but this time I am going to do reverse. So I had a feeling I had to do reverse. So something about 9 of Cups in reverse. All right, so, you have some improvements to make in your life to get to where you need to be, of course. That's like the most obvious, duh. But you're not satisfied right now. You feel like you could have made more improvements, which is going to come later down the line for you guys, okay? You have the full-fledged power to do it. You have the ability. You are the creator. You are the magic within you. You can make whatever it is you want in your life. You even literally have the strength. So there's no coincidence that these show up. You have the power to do anything you can that makes you feel happy. Don't look at what Katy Perry is doing. We may never get $100 million. We may never perform in front of millions of people. We may never get all those New York Times interviews. But you know what? that doesn't make you happy, why do it? Why chase someone else's dream? So I feel like that's what's creating the blockage for you, is you're seeing other people's progressions and you kind of feel disappointed or of a lack energy. So when we do that, we create this environment of lack within ourselves because we're not aware of what we want, or we're so blinded by the facade of what someone else has and the paint color on their Lambo or their Viper that, we block ourselves from creating our own path. There's too many people on this earth to be the same as someone else. That was Katie's dream. That was her wish. That was her goal. That was her desire. And that cord pulled her to where she is today. And there's many people like her, and you may feel either some way about that or jealous or want to be better. But are we here to be better than someone else, or are we here to work on ourselves? So that's what you need to kind of realize the next half a decade, okay? Because you are just as powerful as the people you're admiring or feel inspired by. You have it within you. It's very, very clear. You have this capability, but either you don't see it within yourself yet, or you see it and you either make up excuses for not wanting to get to where you feel you need to be, the divine plan, or something else here. Like I said earlier, that lack energy. We create this with our feelings, how we feel, not only our thoughts, but our feelings. We draw so much. We're so powerful as human beings. Just how we feel today can impact us tomorrow. Okay, just how we feel today can impact us tomorrow. So, if you feel unsatisfied, if you feel a form of lack in some regard, and a light bulb comes on in your mind, ding, 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 I need to work on something. The brain is a anxiety trigger. It tells you, warns you about danger or upcoming warning possibilities. So you have this. I feel like you're kind of restless right now because you know that you have the potential. It's there. It's just you have everything in order. It's just this feeling that you have that either I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough. Maybe you feel like you're never going to be, pretty enough. I don't know why anyone would ever think that. Everyone is so beautiful in their own way. If they can only see it within themselves. To someone else, that person may appear ugly, but to someone else, that person is gorgeous. You can't satisfy everyone, You're not living to please someone else. That's the same example here. Why would you live to be like someone else? So I don't feel for some of you it's only that. But I feel a sense of disturbance and unpeace in regards to I'm not completely satisfied with my life right now. And there needs to be a change made. So there is something there. As soon as that thought and feeling arises within you, that's when action takes place. Naturally. Just naturally. You don't even have to try. Just naturally it takes place. You'll get signs. You'll get some sort of message to take you to satisfaction. And there can be many obstacles in the way to try to bring you down from that. But as long as you have this precision vision as to where you want to be, then you may feel full. I keep looking at the world card and now it makes sense. You want to feel full. You want to feel satisfied. You want to feel you're on top of your own world in that regard. You already have the power to do it. I feel like you know. I feel like you know, because it's like that tongue. Keep seeing a tongue in my head. It's on the tip of your tongue. That's the feeling you have. It's like you're almost there, but you don't know how to get there. And you just sometimes have to open yourself up and allow yourself to receive these messages to try to get you there. The gift, the universal gift. I can give you a perfect example. I remember in 2015, even right before 2014, I kept getting messages. It's almost there, Tony. It's almost there. You're almost able to do it. My, at the time, dream was to move out and live on my own. And I almost got just enough money. I almost barely did. I almost barely did. And I kept asking God and talking to God and praying and affirmations and meditations and listening to tarot readers. And it was almost there. It's like I'm seeing myself within you in this cards. I was almost getting there. But that almost there didn't happen. Until I decided to take action for myself and get there myself. So, I'm not saying go rush and do the things, even if it has something to do in involvement with money. I'm just saying, you'll know when the time is right, you'll get the message, and naturally things will occur in your life to get you on that path. But keep that focus, never keep the dream die down. Keep it alive, keep the vision, okay? That's the magic within you, okay? So don't let this topsy-turvy energy bring you from, oh, maybe it might not work, maybe. No. You're the only one stopping you from making it work. Trust me. I used to think it was up to this person, it was up to my father, it was up to, no. It's you. It's you. So I would have thought you were crazy if you told me I would have bought a house 3 years ago. I would have thought you lost it. It's up to you. You can make it happen. You have the ability. Everyone does. In their own way. You can make your own happiness. If your own happiness is owning a horse and, I don't know, I'm thinking of something so random, working for a bakery, then do it. If it makes you happy to be around sweets and eat them all day and then go pet the horse and feed him and ride him and play with him and talk to him, go do it. Who's stopping you? People thought I was nuts when I was moving out on my own with barely $200 left in my account after the first month's bills, rent and all that. Moving 1,000+ miles from home at 20, 21. Whatever. That was my vision, my dream. If someone wanted to be like me, copy me, fine. Did that stop me? No. Would it be stupid for someone to try to do the same and be exactly like me? Yes, because I still don't know what the hell I'm doing in life, and nobody ever knows. Nobody knows why we're here. Nobody knows what we're doing. So guess what? All we can do is make ourselves happy. Why are you living to please someone but yourself? It's good to do it good for other people. I'm not saying stop doing that, stop being kind, stop being generous. No. I'm saying be a good human being, be a decent human being, but at the same time, work on yourself rather than, because it's like you're giving your energy, you're giving your power to these people by wanting to be like them, by surrounding yourself with that I'm not good enough, they are, and I want to be like them energy. Even if you don't realize it, even if you don't agree with me, there's some in that regard, something there where you feel like there's that last piece missing where you just are not good enough. Not that you don't agree that you're good enough, but because you give yourself this energy to other people, you're still not good enough because you're seeking some answers within other people. You're seeking that solution and trying to find guidance and help when it's within you all along. So that's the message I'm trying to get across here. Next 5 years, you're going to learn a lot spiritually with that, and you're going to get there. You're going to get that point where, okay, I'll do it. All right, I'll take the leap of faith. It's just going to happen. The most magical moment, and it's huge, and some of you are going to be a huge success, a huge one, huge, bigger than you think. So think bigger and focus on that. Write it down. Write what your dreams, your wishes, your desires are. Don't tell anyone, and don't let anyone ever freaking stop you either, because make them talk to me. I'll tell them. All right, guys, that's what I saw. I'm sweating. This was powerful. All right. Let's see what is in card number 2. Oops, I almost put that in the other deck. Card number 2. The Hermit in reverse. 6 of Cups in reverse. 2 of Swords and 3 of Wands. Okay. All right, don't get upset with me. This isn't the happiest, most cheerful reading, but at least I'm honest with you. You're in a dark place now. You're kind of lost. And the only reason is because you're not seeing the beauty around you. For some reason, whether it be some of you have a clinical depression, or you're just not seeing the same as you used to. You don't have the same set of eyes once before. I feel like you either saw too much, know too much, and got far ahead enough in life, I suppose. Even if you're young, you have this wisdom and air about you that you already know things, you feel things too much. It's like you give too much, you receive too much. How do I say this? It's one of those feelings of you cry too much, you feel too much, you give too much, you love too much, you are sad too much, you're happy too much, you know? Trying to pinpoint it. You want to look for the answers, but they're not there because you are right now blinded off by them. You're seeking solution with low energy, minimal energy. You're just more looking. It's like a cornfield, and someone tells you, go find the sheep in the cornfield. I know, stupid, but whatever. I'm just making something up. And you look out in the distance, and you're like, I don't see it. But how are you going to find it if you're not walking to the end of the field? You know, so that's kind of you right now. Minimal effort, low energy for yourself. I'm not saying you don't try your job. I'm not saying you don't study enough. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about minimal, low energy in regards to working on yourself, okay? Your well-being. You're kind of just like, not today. It's like those memes, like, you're in 2017 and you're trying to make a 2018 resolution and you're like, maybe in 2019. You're kind of delaying that, you know? And I feel like the excuse you're making for yourself is, I am too busy with work. I'm too busy with school, whatever. Okay, so I'm too busy with trying to fix my marriage. All right, you get the point. So the funny thing is, though, instead of isolating yourself, you're just kind of, again, seeking. You're still amongst people normally. You're still socializing normally. You're still being whatever the average person does. But you're just, it's like life turned the table on you. You kind of feel that way. And you're looking at it in a different pair of eyes right now. And everything's kind of a bit more numb. Everything's kind of a bit more gray and dull. That sunflower is no longer as yellow and bright as it once was before. That cup is probably going to be half empty instead of full. So you're kind of having this air about you. Even if you don't realize it, you're kind of having this giving energy that may be either off-putting to some, not that you mean to put it nicely, but it's more like, when someone's down and you could just sense it from a mile away, even if you're like, the mask, but people feel it. So, it's something else to feel. And there's never anything negative or wrong or bad about that. Don't ever make yourself feel like you're doing something wrong. You're just living your life's experience. There's nothing wrong with feeling down. There's nothing wrong with feeling sad, angry, because you have to let out and feel these emotions to be a human being. So don't ever let someone's perception of you judge you. They're not the creator. So live your experience and get through whatever this is. If you need to take medication or if you need to talk to someone, get through it. Do it. It's time to start taking care of yourself. That's what I'm seeing most of all. And don't live for other people if that's the reason you're down, okay? Because I feel like the root cause of that feeling is you're not good enough because someone else's life experience ended up better than you, but that's an illusion. They probably feel worse than you. It's just they're creating this aura about them that's superficial, and they're just trying to bring people down. The narcissist energy that's just trying to, I'm better than you, no one else. Look at me, pay attention to me. I have all the attention, etc. Like that, what was her name? The Shannon that killed her boyfriend. Oh my God, stupid girl. Because she wanted to go on a date with this Ohio supermodel, whatever. Anyway, stupid narcissist. So, my point being here is don't let the tricks ruin your perception of your reality, because they can't have what you do, which is your life. You only have one to live. You're valuable. You're worth it. You find it hard maybe to attract the things you want because you're in that low place right now. However, the trick to getting out of that, I think for you, and that's what I'm trying to see here, is to, it's almost like you blocked off even people's like opinions or judgments of you because you're like, I don't want to hear anymore. You've heard too much. And I understand. I've been there, okay? It's time for you to live your life regardless of what they think. If you don't want a baby and your mom is nagging you about that baby and you're 37 and you still don't have a baby and your sisters already have babies and your brothers already have babies, stop. It's time to tell your mom, stop. Shut up. Okay? Don't go into fights now, but I'm just saying it's time to stand up and live your life, because you cannot live for other people. Life's too short, honey, okay? You are worth it. You're so valuable. Self-valuable, self-worth. It's so important, so matters. When you start bringing yourself down because of other people, that's when you lost yourself. So that's the losing I'm seeing here, the lostness. You're still communicating and socializing and being around people, but it's like you're going to lose yourself deeper if you keep comparing and if you keep finding within people the flaws of you and then thinking, oh, either I have to be like them, or it's not like that case. It's more like you take to heart so much. I'm seeing some water and air signs here a lot, maybe a little fire too, but I just see that in you. I just see that life a little dull because it's not what other people's expectations are. I think I hit that nail on the head there. And you're so tired of hearing it. You're just tired of being around coworkers that are like, I went to vacation, and oh my God, he bought me a wedding ring, and oh my God, I have the best life. And meanwhile, you're sitting here at your job and you're like, you're just like, shut up. You're just so done with that. You don't care what anyone's doing anymore. You're just like, okay, I can just live me. And that's good enough. Sometimes at the end of the day, you want to come home from work, sit on the green couch, eat a shrimp potato chips, have a Coca-Cola, and just put your arms up and watch Dr. Phil. Who cares? Do what makes you feel good, okay? There's no judgment there. You think Dr. Phil doesn't do that when he comes home? Please. There's no right way to live. There's just only right way is your way. As long as you don't do harm to other people, you're fine, which obviously you don't. So that's the next 5 years, the reality you're going to face and you're going to see and you're going to understand. And you may get what I call burned and hurt from other people, like maybe in relationships I see, trying to have that self-discovery about you, but never forget this video and it'll remind you. You can come home, work on yourself, talk to a therapist about your problems. If your mother's not the best person to talk to, guess what? Don't talk to her. Don't talk to her. Okay, just talk to someone healthy that won't judge you, because especially when you're in a soft place like that. Oh, judgment is, it's horrible. It's horrible. So understand where you come from, where other people come from, and if someone is like, oh my God, like around you, let them go. They don't have to be around you. If they're in your workplace, I'm busy. I gotta go get a coffee. I'll be back. Go to the bathroom. Take a 10-minute bathroom break. I don't know. Don't be around those toxic, negative people. Don't listen to them most of all. Okay? Talk to someone who will listen, who will understand you, and who will not judge you. And most of all, this may be hard to say, but be happy for other people because they're learning like you. They're not perfect, even though they create this perfect self-image. They're struggling. We all are. You are struggling. I'm struggling with something. We're always going to be struggling with something. I've been to a place in my life where I had nothing to struggle about, or I secretly did. But I set those priorities aside to where I didn't anymore and I didn't feel anything. And guess what? Life was miserable. Especially when you have too much of anything, too much money, miserable. There's no right way to live. There's just your way to live and your journey. And the things you realize, like I'm talking about myself now in my past, that I wouldn't have realized back then, that's the growth. That's when you know you've made growth and progress. And when you hit that mark, which you will in the next 5 years, this is what you're going to be working on the next 5 years. And as a matter of fact, then you've made growth. That's when you realize, bingo. That's that light bulb in the head. Okay? You can get out of this. You really can. You're not trapped in the chicken coop forever. You're the fence. We create the fence. It's that simple. That realization in its own would make anyone feel better. It's no longer the boss's fault. It's no longer the mother's fault. And it's no longer your fault either. Don't blame yourself either. Don't be hard on yourself either, because guess what? You're living life. Life sucks sometimes. Life is awesome, but it sucks too. That's raw and real, okay? Someone said the other day in the comments, if you have a roof and food to eat, you're already better than 99% of people. That is the reality of life. Start from there. Work your pyramid up. It'll get better. It really does. Okay, guys. That's enough talking. Here's the third one. I'm not saying you're better than other people, like, oh my God, I'm better. No. Hell no. I'm saying in terms of the basis of what we need. Shelter, food, clothes, etc. Water. The other things like a love life. Are you kidding me? Do I look like I have a love? Girl, please. Bye. Okay. Don't get me started. Anyway. The Tower. Page of Wands, both in reverse. King of Pentacles and Ace of Cups in reverse. Long distance relationship. Yearning. Okay. I see what this is. You're going to meet someone that may be your world for a while. But after some time, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, it's going to get to a point where you're yearning and you're so in love and you're so focused on these people, this person. You're going to want to see them, you're going to travel them. They're far. They are far. It may not work out, but they also need your help. I feel like it has something to do with the visa, green card, immigration system, but it's not going to go some things that you originally planned. I just feel like it's a period also of transitioning the next 5 years, whereas you kind of give up focus of yourself and kind of focus on this one person and maybe send them money overseas for a while and try to get them here, maybe book a ticket and see them, and then you're missing them again, and you're just like, it's like you're doing your day-to-day task and all you can think about is them and how to help them and contribute to them, but it's going to hit your wallet after a while. I mean, even if you have plenty in stash, it's just going to be burdensome to have to keep maybe lawyer fees, I don't know, to try to get them into the country with you. I just see this person, this young person you're so fascinated about, and you're willing to do anything for them, travel to see them, and they will revolve around you, with you, through you. You're communicating night and day with them, and you just miss them. You can't wait to hear from them. You can't wait to get a text or a phone call or WhatsApp, those unlimited messages with international people. But after a while, you're just going to grow old and tired of it. You're just going to emotionally drain you. It's going to monetarily drain you. I feel like they have this tomboy vibe about them. If they're a boy, they're kind of girly, and if they're a girl, they're kind of boyish, whatever. I know you can't associate anymore a gender with. There's cisgender, there's them, he, she, he, them, who, hey. I don't know all the pronouns, to be honest with you, but there's just something about them that attracts you, even if you're not attracted to the same sex, or the opposite sex. They have a bit of both, so there's something about them that you're going to find appealing, and you want to make love to them. I'm just honest. Like, you want to just be with them. You want to flirt with them. You want to talk to them. You want to be in them. We want to be around them. You just have this immense loving energy with them. And you may be like, Tony, please, oh my God. And then 5 years later, you're like, I'm in love. You just don't know where life takes you. Like, I'm laughing at myself now how I'm single AF. And geez, anyway. So you just don't know. So it's like you once wished it would blossom and bloom into something, and then all of a sudden the flower just mopes and drains, and it's like you see how this hand is pushing down where the bird is? It's like there's something better coming for you, but you're kind of blocking it blocking the flow by getting yourself so involved in the situation which you can hardly control. It's not only going to drain you in all forms, but it's going to block you from more, maybe something better to come, Maybe you might have to let go of this person for a while, maybe cut communication a little bit, as in break up in the name of love, in the name of honestly, you're draining me and I need time off. And I have a feeling this involves money. Maybe you met someone in Farley's Morocco and you just fell in love, and before you know it, $100,000 goes to them and you're broke. And you bought a house there and everything, and you can no longer go because of immigration laws. So it's like you overstayed your visit. I see that some of you, be careful with that. Those laws, they don't play around. They don't play around. I'm also seeing, for some of you, a yearning for adventure and exploration. You're going to do some traveling. It's going to drain you. Okay? Again, monetarily. But it's not going to have the same reward as you expected. It's more, you're going to realize the adventure and journey of life is more fulfilling rather than physically going out and exploring and spending all your money going to Oregon and then Morocco and then Egypt, I feel like a lot of these pick of cards, I realize you're seeking out and doing something to find something that's missing within you. So you're going to imitate the same process, the same human experience. And it's no coincidence this comes up in the readings, because every few years, every horoscope sign goes through a similar evolutionary process of understanding, okay? You're still somehow looking at life colorful and cheerful. There's still that, I'm seeing that color, that vibrance, the exuberating energy, but it's like you don't let this bring you down. Like you'll be back to, not saying this will happen, but example, you'll be to $0 in your bank account, and then you'll be like, wow, there's still hope. There's something pushing you about this person that gives you hope, faith, and love. And you kind of don't let yourself run your life, live your life based on emotions. So I feel like you're going to go through that phase where it's going to kind of try to come out, but you're blocking even the emotions, the tear jerker, from coming out. You're like, nope, I'm stronger than this. I'm better than this. I can do this. A lot of you are earth signs, and I would say fire, but maybe fire. But some of you mostly air. I'm seeing air signs going through this phase. Okay, so when I say that, I mean also your rising. Like your rising is, you might as well be the same sign. Okay. So I feel like, so this is a lot of people. This is most people then, because that would be a lot of people. If your sun and rising are not water signs, then that makes the rest of the people for this reading, potentially, if you pick this card. Especially if you pick this and another card. I mean, it just connects within one another. No wonder. So... But yeah, you're just going to want to explore. You're going to want to explore naked body. You're going to want to explore yourself. You're going to want to explore them. You're going to want to know everything about them so that you have some memory and recollection of them when you're away. So you have something to think about. You have something to write in your diary journal. There's one time I was like obsessed with a guy. Like I literally wrote about him in my journal every day. Every day. I was like, that made me feel like that was my food at the time. Nothing wrong with that. Again, we're living our journey and there's nothing wrong with that. They may find it creepy, but whatever, girl. They don't know your business. So it's just natural. It's human. You're just living what you've missed for so long. This thrill of adventure, this thrill of journey, this thrill of exploration. You're creating the colors yourself, the beauty of life. There's a quote recently I seen. When you're suddenly, something like, when you're suddenly unable to sleep, that's when reality, Dr. Seuss, that's when reality is better than your dreams. That's so true. So that's the restless energy I'm seeing now. Now it makes sense. So it's like this one person is motivating you and living through you, for you, and you're living for them. And it's so beautiful. It really is. It really, really is. Wow. Yeah, wow. That's really beautiful. It's funny, I keep looking at the antlers above his head. I don't know what it is. It's just such a inspiring, like, it's like your life could be written as a storybook almost. It's so peaceful, but has a message, like a movie could be written about it. It's just so, like the journey of, I don't know, love or something, or how it all adds, how it all connects. I don't know, you're definitely going to go through some changes here. Self-discovery, most of all. And you know what? You may make a change for this person, because if you're a helping hand for them, then if you can do something great for someone else that's bigger than you, the adventure of it all, even if you go broke from it, will be well worth it to you. It'll be priceless. Priceless. The unhinged within you will come out and explore. That's what I'm seeing. I'll come out to play. Have an adventure. There's nothing wrong with that. Live your best life. All right, card number 4. You picked 4. We have the 2 of Cups, the World in reverse. Oh no, the world's ending. No. 6 of Swords and 4 Pentacles. I know this is a great reading as soon as I pull it out. Okay, so I feel like this is a more cheerful one. I feel like there is a lot of love around you. You're going to make a lot of love every week with whoever you're with, even if I feel like they're more like a friend with benefit. They're kind of a, that kind of flingy kind of energy here. They're not like committed. They're not taking it seriously. You just love to make love. Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that, right? It's almost like, I don't know about crying, but you just spread a lot of emotion with this person. Okay, now I'm beginning to see the water signs here. This is strictly like water sign. If you're rising or main signs water sign, like this is almost spot on for you. Or if you're not, then a lot of that watery energy will kind of come into your presence during the next transitional period of 5 years. And you'll have to learn something from that experience that you're not familiar with, okay? We have to go through uncharted territory sometimes, like the fog and mist in the field, to familiarize with ourselves and know who we are in that moment. When you are tested from your limits up to here, through the roof with your boundaries that you think you couldn't handle before, when you come out the better person on top through that experience, then you'll learn more about yourself and how you're better able manage to handle certain life situations that you thought once that you could never overcome. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. What's 5 years? 2023, right? Yes, that's what I'm seeing. Confirmed it. You may not be able to go out and explore as much as you would have wanted. Maybe you want to go to Singapore, Beijing. I don't know where I pull these random names. Maybe you did. I don't know. Thailand, Vietnam, those are popular touristy places. You just want to go. You may not be able to. One, financial wise. And two, I feel like there's a boss energy here. Ooh, it's always the boss that's demanding you overstay, or maybe you're underpaid and you're a woman and you're in the workforce and you're like, I demand at least 90 cents to the dollar versus what men are making. That's very unfair, by the way. The female-male difference, if you see the charts and the bar graphs, you just want to throw up and spit in someone's face, some corporate leader's face. Yeah, you're kind of like, It's like this, you like the happenstance of like the buoy in the water, that kind of living that kind of life, spontaneity. You like to make love to random people, and you like to not be in this stale environment of work. Let me see you work. You want to go out, but it's upturned because of money and because of the boss demands you be here. Maybe you're missing someone's birthday party because of that, and you're like, why? It's only because of this. And you're in that position of, I want to go out and have drinks with my friends. I just want to, make love to strangers, and you want to live your life with no regrets, with the freedom. You have a sense or air about you that's like almost like bad boy, bad girl. Like you kind of want to just, it's almost like you just want to let a stranger take you away on a motorbike. Like that kind of like thrill, energy, spontaneity. And if it's not within you now, it's probably going to within the next 5 years. Again, it's like a very long time. Even if it's short compared to your whole life, it's a long time. So you're going to have fun exploring yourself and not so much see yourself within other people, but you just like, I don't care anymore. I just want to live my life. And you're at a place where you kind of know what you want. I'm not really seeing any problems with you, like in terms of lack or something, because you are going to get money your way. That's the final result. I was waiting to say this until the last minute to kind of keep it a surprise, but there's going to be more money your way. The boss will let go, the laws will ease up or whatever, or your situation, if you're self-employed, will grow more prosperous for you, for sure. But it's almost like this is more of a reading, this card number 4 here, for what you're going to go through rather than what you need to learn or know. I feel like you already did that, been there, done that. What's next? You're bored with the same and you want to progress. That's natural, okay? So, and it's like you're sharing that understanding, that loving. My eye keeps averting to them together. You're wanting to blend with your own flock, your own crowd of who feels the same as you, that bad boy, bad girl. Maybe you're making love to that bad boy, bad girl person, and or, and it excites you. It gives you energy. It gives you rush. Again, these readings strictly 18 plus, okay? Not counting for people who are younger. Sorry, guys. I make that rule very clear. This is like real life adult situations, okay? It's like you don't want to be stopped or demanded by someone. Again, that boss energy, it's just about them. That'd be my only advice. Don't make it about them. Don't keep focusing on them. Maybe you have a debt. Some of you have a debt that you do owe, that are due. And that's stopping you from traveling the world. That's stopping you from going to Bangkok. I see you going somewhere with a lot of water. There's no coincidence. I see water here. Water in the world. You're literally on water here. And you know what? What's behind this guy? Water? It looks like a sea behind these houses. You're just going to be around water. You just want to go by water. You want to swim. You want to swim in someone. You want to swim around. You just want to swim. You want to be like a fish that can make up its mind. Whatever it wants. If it wants to swim up to Alaskan coastline, then from California, then that fish can do whatever the heck it wants. Like, that's what you want to live. Like, you want a life with less demand. That's why I saw self-employment. I thought it was a problem with self-employment and paying taxes and the dues. Some of you maybe, but for most, it's like you just want to be self-employed. You want to live your life. You want to be free. You want to have that freedom within you to do exploration. So there may be something within your work that you're strategizing right now to get out of this demanding boss situation. But either way it goes, you're going to get money. Guess what? Either way it goes. Something will ease up. Maybe you will wait till that 1 week vacation every several months, year to go travel, but you're going to get opportunity. You're going to get bonuses, your tax reductions, whatever. So I honestly see your best years here. Some of your best years where you have the freedom and capability to, while you're still young, even if you're 50, you're still young, okay? You can still walk. Most of you do your talk with a sassy flair. And go out and explore, okay? You're going to see animals. You're going to see different people and heck, you may even make love to those people. I mean, you're just in a loving place right now. You have a lot to give. Your cups are overflowing. You are going to have overflowing coin as well. But at the start, maybe up to a year from now, you're going to still have to do the work and meaning your job and live what you think is a decent to dull, boring life, whatever that may mean to you. But you're going to get there. Don't make rash, spontaneous decisions, and you should be just fine. And protection. Take the pill. Okay, guys. I'm done. This was such wonderful readings. My goodness. Thank you for joining me. Please be sure to subscribe if this resonated with you. Hit the bell to be notified of new videos from me every single week. Hopefully every single week. I've been slacking. I kind of want to do the next pick a card, if I'm honest with you. Maybe next time, though, because this will take a while. I didn't expect this to be that long, but hopefully you guys liked. I really liked this. I felt like this is probably going to hit the nail on the head with some of you, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So anyway, guys, like, share, comment, playlist, favorite, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Universe darlings. Love you.